Hello all, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to the new video. So in this video we are going to discuss the percentage topic part 2. So let's get started. 3 papers were set in an examination and the maximum marks were in the ratio of 3:2:4 respectively. If a student obtained 40% in the first paper, 50% in the second paper and 60% in the third paper, so what percentage did he obtain overall? So in the question they had given the ratios, that is 3:2:4. Okay. So if in the first paper it is 40%, means 2/5 of 3, and in the second paper it is half, means 2x/2 it will be x. Then in third paper it is he scores 60%, means 3/5 of 4x. Okay, so then we will get 6x/5 plus x plus 3x/5 and divided by the whole, that is 9x into 100. So total we will get 51.11%. So this is the overall percentage of the person. So next question. 5 liter of water is added to the 15 liter of solution containing 40% of alcohol in the water. The percentage of alcohol in the new mixture is. So initially we know that there is a 15 liter of the solution. So in that we can see 40% of alcohol, means 2/5 of the 15. Okay, so that is 6:9, and we are going to add additional 5 liters of water to the mixture. Okay, so if I add this I will get 14, but the alcohol remains same, and we have to calculate the percentage of alcohol in the new mixture. So here we can see the alcohol is 6 out of 20, and that should be multiplied with 100, so we will get 30%. In a college, 30% students passed in microbiology, 25% of the students passed in chemistry. Then if every student passed in either microbiology or chemistry or both, and 360 members passed in both the subjects, then how many number of students are there in the class? So in the question they have mentioned that, so initially we don't know what are the total number of students present in the class. So let's assume it is 100% of a total, that is T. So in that we can see 30% passed in the microbiology, 25% passed in the chemistry, and both of the students who passed in both the subjects will be 360. So actually so we can solve this using if we know the topic sets, so we can solve like this. Okay, so here they have mentioned that, so every student passed in either microbiology or chemistry or both. Okay, so that's why I have taken the m plus c minus m intersection c will be equal to total. So 30% of T plus 25% of T will be minus 360 equal to total, that is let's take it as T. So therefore 55% of T minus 360 will be equal to T. So finally after approximating we will get the final value of T as 655. So next question. So of the 1500 villages, 50% of the boys, of whom 30% are literate. If all the villagers 40% are literate, then what percentage of the girls of the villages are literates? Okay, so initially there are 1500 villagers. So in that 50% were boys and 50% were girls. So in the boys 30% were literate, means 3/10 of the 750 will be literate, so we will get 225. And also in the question they had given, so out of 1500, so there will be 40% of the people who are literate. That means 2/5 of the 1500 will be equal to 600. So here we are having the literate villagers of both boys and girls. So if I subtract this 225 from the 600, I will get 375. And we have to calculate the percentage of the girls of the villagers who are literate. So there are total 750 people who are like girls. So in that 375 people were girls who are literate. So that should be multiplied with 100. So after that we will get 50. Then we spent 32% of his salary on the daily expense, 20% of the rest on car, 28% of the rest on the maintenance. So if he saves rupees 12,240, find the amount spent by him on the maintenance. So initially we don't know what was his salary, so that's why I have taken it as X. So then 32% he spends on the daily expense, and he will be rewind with 68 by 100. So and that should be multiplied with he spends 20% on the car, that is 4 by 5th will be remaining, and then he spends 28% rest on the maintenance, means we will be remained with 72 by 100. So that should be equal to 12,240. So finally after solving this we will get the x value as 31,250, and we have to spend the amount spent by him on the maintenance. So that is, this is the total salary of him. So he spends 32% on the daily expense, so we'll be remained with 68%. Then he spends 20% on car, so we'll be remained with 80% of his amount, and finally he spends 28% of the rest on the maintenance. So that will be 28 divided by 100, and we will get the amount he spent on maintenance as 4,760. So next question. A man makes a profit of 10% on the sale of milk. If he were to add water such that it marks up to 20% of the mixture, so by how many percentage points would his profit increases? Okay, so initially he makes a profit of 10%. So let's consider the CP will be 100x, and he got 10% profit on the sale of milk. So the SP will be 110x. So and also they have mentioned after adding water, so he marks up the water is 20% of the mixture. Means if he is having the mixture of 100 liter, so he adds the water, means 20% of water is added, means the remaining will be the mixture, remaining will be the milk. Means here this 20 will be water and this 80 will be milk. So in order to calculate this percentage points, so this 80x we have to consider this as cost price. Okay, so 110, this is SP minus the now new CP, that is 80, divided by 80 into 100, it will be 30 divided by 80 into 100, so we will get 37.5%. So and they asked how many percentage points would his profit increase? Means initially he was, this is the total profit he got. So initially he got 10% of profit. So if I subtract this, I will get the percentage points which got increased, that is 27.5%. Then in a test, the minimum passing percentage for the girls and boys is 60% and 25% respectively. A boy scored 560 marks and he failed by 160 marks. How many more marks did a girl require to pass in the test if she scored 216 marks? So initially they had given a boy scored 560 marks and he failed by 160 marks. Means if he had scored 160 more marks, so he would have passed. That means 720 will be the passing marks. Okay, but in the question they have mentioned that the passing percentage is 25%. Means this 25% is equal to 720, and we have to find out the total 100% of the marks. So 720 divided by 25 into 100 will be equal to 2880. And also they have mentioned that so if this is the 60%, this is the passing percentage for girls, so out of 2880, so 3 by 5 will be the passing percentage for girls, means that is 1728 will be the answer, means the passing percentage for the girls, and she scored 216 marks. So if I subtract this, I will get 1512. So if she would have scored 1512 more, then she would have passed the examination. So that's it for today. So I am done with the daily 5 arithmetic question. So thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and support for more videos like this.